Have you ever wondered who the very first people on Earth were? Not just ancient civilizations like the Egyptians or Romans, but the first human societies, the original tribes that walked this planet. Let's travel back in time, way back, to uncover the story of our earliest ancestors. For a long time, we thought our story began in one place, with one group. The popular theory was the out-of-Africa model, where modern humans, Homo sapiens, evolved in Africa around 200,000 to 300,000 years ago and then spread out across the globe, replacing other early human species like Neanderthals. This single origin story is powerful and supported by a mountain of fossil and genetic evidence. Imagine small, tight-knit bands of hunter-gatherers, maybe just a few dozen people venturing out of their homeland into a world completely unknown to them. They face new climates, new predators, and new challenges. Their survival depended on their intelligence, cooperation, and incredible adaptability. These weren't just one tribe, but likely many different groups, each developing its own unique tools, traditions, and ways of life. Their journey was not a single straight line, but a sprawling, branching tree of migration that took tens of thousands of years. Some groups headed into the Middle East. Others followed the coastlines of Asia, eventually reaching Australia around 65,000 years ago. Think about that for a second. Humans were building rafts and crossing open water to populate a new continent long before we built the first cities. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. Recent genetic discoveries are adding some incredible plot twists. It turns out our ancestors didn't just replace other human species. They met them, and they mingled. DNA from ancient fossils shows that as our ancestors spread, they interbred with Neanderthals in Europe and Asia, and with another mysterious group called the Denisovans, found in Siberia. This means that many of us today carry a small percentage of Neanderthal or Denisovan DNA in our genes. So, the first tribes weren't just pure Homo sapiens. They were a mosaic, a blend of different human lineages. This genetic mixing might have even been a secret to our success, giving us new immunities and traits to survive in different environments. Now, who are the oldest continuous cultures on Earth? This is a question that connects us directly to that deep past. Genetic studies point to the Khoisan peoples of southern Africa, who include the San and the Khoikhoi. Their genetic lineages are incredibly ancient, diverging from other human groups as far back as 200,000 years ago. They represent one of the oldest branches of the human family tree. Their traditional hunter-gatherer lifestyle and unique click languages offer a profound window into a way of life that sustained humanity for most of our existence. Similarly, First Nations people in Australia have an incredibly deep history, with evidence showing a continuous presence on the continent for at least 65,000 years. This makes them the oldest civilization outside of Africa. Their connection to their land and their complex oral histories have been passed down through countless generations, preserving a culture that has endured ice ages and immense environmental change. So the story of the first tribes isn't about one single group, but a complex and interconnected web of humanity. It's a story of migration, innovation, adaptation, and connection. From the plains of Africa to the coast of Australia and the frozen lands of Siberia, our ancestors were explorers and survivors. Their legacy is written in our DNA, in the languages we speak, and in the enduring cultures that still thrive today. They are the foundation upon which all of human history is built. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this journey into our deep past as amazing as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into history and science. See you next time.